in the bottom right we do have BratOK, in the top left LunaSea here. I'm pretty sure I saw your name at the sponsors for the SEL in the Liquipedia. So BratOK, I have seen he plays this actually very intensely. He has been liking this mod, this version quite a lot, and he's been practicing quite a bit, so he should be one of the strongest players that this mod has to offer right now, or are actively playing here. Because he used to be a very good Terran player anyways, right? So if he's really practicing for something, he can get very, very good. He used to be one of my favorite players actually, back in the day, when he was like in early hot days, I think. Maybe it was Wings of Liberty, I'm not sure. Now scouting probe coming over though. And LunaSea definitely no slouch. That feels like an unfair fight, right? Honestly, 60 HP SCV against a 20 shield, 20 HP probe. It feels like an unfair fight, I have to say. Even though I don't hate it. I just feel like I want to be the Terran though at this point. And see how fast that got killed off here. The Marine only had to do 2 more hits there and the probe did fall over. So already scout denied, and he didn't even see if there actually was a CC coming up. We do have a factory. Basically there's a factory expand here from BratOK. Machine shop coming in. And a bunker. We've seen this wall a lot of times now. Terran players kind of have been thinking on their feet here, and this is allow, of course, SCVs and bio units freely to move and pass through, while it keeps everything else safe at home, and it does not allow mech units to pass through. But then eventually you can just lift off the barracks. If you say, alright, it's time to open the wall, we can lift the barracks and we can just open the venue there. Oh, that's a sweet spot. That's a very sweet spot. BratOK going for mines, so he's gonna play mech with this. He does not want to reveal this yet, so he's just gonna keep these vultures out of range. You can do the hop in and out of the bunker thing to micro against this, but he just... I mean, an adept is not gonna kill a barracks anytime soon here, so he can just let this happen. It doesn't really matter to him. He doesn't want that building anyways. He just needs it to produce more factories, basically. And he's going into more and more vultures here. This is gonna be a triple... No, sorry. Double vulture production, of course. I'm so stupid. But he's actually not producing that many. There we go. He's now going into tank production and starting up that siege engines as well. He does not have vulture speed yet, so he only is gonna plant some mines across the map. But there's a prism. This could be an issue. We saw how big those Protoss attacks can be if they are kind of dislodged into or from the defense of the Terran. Now he's gonna throw down mines offensively. He's gonna break the entrance and he's just gonna go in. The probe was too late. It got picked off by the mine splash. And now, oh my god, those stalkers are whopping in a little bit in a difficult position there. One is gonna get tagged by a mine, but we also see the attack across the map. A prism is difficult to deal with for a brutal Terran here, who only has 2 Marines ready to deal with an air unit. He needs to repair the tank. He's gonna lose the tank, I feel like. Oh my god, he's gonna repair that very nicely here. Done by BratOK. He's gonna keep that one alive. He does have a couple of mines kind of zoning out those stalkers in the natural, and he's just gonna move in. Now the reinforcements do pick off these vultures, but 16 SCVs, sorry, 16 probes do go down. This is the issue though, you don't really have anything equipped to deal with the prism itself, and a couple of Marines, they have been killed off. Now there's no armory, so there is no... This is a depot, as you can see here. This is a depot as well. There is nothing that can shoot up Literally, there's no way to produce a Goliath, there's no way to produce a Wraith. But there was a smart... I mean, he's moving out now. He should actually stay and try to kill more and more SCVs, kind of poke around the edge of the vision from the Terran and try to get more and more damage dealt, because he needs that damage. Look at the income. It's insane. It's 1200 to 1600 here in favor of BratOK. And if we look at the income advantage, which doesn't show... Oops, because it's here on this button, you will see... Like, this is what it should be, and this is what it actually is. And he does even scout this prism go across. Now he has an engineering bay. He could throw down turrets. Turrets only 75 minerals, and he's taking 600 minerals right now. So I feel like definitely a little bit of a mistake here by BratOK. He's trying to defend it with the mines now. Those can be targeted though, but one is gonna do the trick here. Oh my god, look at that. Let's lay down 7 mines at once. He's gonna offensively place turrets now. He wants to keep these tanks safe. He does not really get past that force field. I feel like that's a good addition here from LunaSea to try and keep himself alive. But these probes are not gonna be long at the third base there. One vulture is gonna be enough to deny that fully, and he can even place mines around that pylon. So in case LunaSea ever wants to warp in the flank, he's just gonna wreck that with the mines already. Oh my god, look at the vultures just chewing down, and he needs a break. 1 minute, thanks, go. He was eating too many probes, and he needed to go to the restroom. That's what happened there. Now, intercepting reinforcements is a good move here. That's the kind of the ABC move, right? You want to do to weaken the push eventually. But look at that. Even a Immortal has no chance against so many vultures here. Overwhelming in number. Too many mines, man. Everything's mined down here. And now he's on top of the production. He can just mine the robotics facility. I mean, everything that's gonna come out of that. He still has 3 mines left. Just gotta place them somewhere randomly here. But he will kill every single probe before this game is over, I feel like. We do have 15 probes left. They're all in the natural. There's more reinforcements coming down here. By the way, there's a third base behind this. There's more factories coming online, so this is no way all in at all. He's saving probes in the warp prism right now. That's how desperate this is. He has no observer, so he cannot clear the mines other than trying to pop them up. And my god, look at that. Boom, and there we have only 1 mine though, so this is very Brute War-esque actually. The vultures trying to lay down the mines but actually don't do it. I love to see it. Very original here. Now, if he can keep those Nexi alive, is there a potential way to come back? Oh! There's another minefield. A tank, the single tank to rule the earth. Oh, it's actually 2. The Immortal is gonna clear those tanks with these Stokers, but not before the base falls. So in the end, oh, is he gonna walk back? No, he sees these, of course. He has the observer. Stupid me here. But GG is gonna be called because all of the probes have been killed. Boom, there you go. Imagine pausing in that spot. Yeah, definitely a little bit bad manner. It felt like a little bit bad manner. If I would be LunaSea, I'd be a little bit, you know, displeased. Now we go into the second map of this best of 3 here. And in the top right we do have BratOK playing Terran 2, and in the bottom right it is LunaSea playing Protoss 1. Mass Vulture seems good against Protoss, yeah, definitely. They're pretty powerful even against Stalkers, so very good. They're cheap, right? 75 minerals, they plant mines, they're one of the fastest units in the game. So yeah, why not? They feel very overpowered against Protoss, to be honest. Okay, give me a second here. We see it commands at the first, by the way. Okay, now I've got it done. So, a little bit of prop harassment here and 3 barracks. But no gas. That's very interesting. So it's going to be a bunch of Marines here. But what is he actually going to do against a Reaver? That's the big question. But there's a supply block for a LunaSea, and that's a hefty one. Finally finishing up that pylon here. Now, of course, with that many Marines, you can kind of build up a nice mass and then have good upgrades come in, and they're pretty powerful, right? But those upgrades feel so late, right? Stim is gonna be very late. The what is it called? The combat shields are gonna be late. The reactors are gonna be late, right? Is he gonna even go for double tech lab? I feel like the answer should be yes, but it feels like he's waiting for a reactor at this point, and he's gonna throw down a reactor. Is this gonna be just plain Marines? Does he have figured something out that we other peasants don't know about? No, there's gonna be the tech lab. So he just wants to have that production up faster. And the upgrades later, basically. Gonna wait and see if this is gonna be another tech lab or if this is gonna be a second reactor even. Very curious. Show me what you've got. It's gonna be so 2 tech lab for stim and combat shields, and then +1 here. Should start stim, there it goes. And yeah, that's gonna be the plan here from BratOK. A big 3 racks attack with a bunch of units. Now I feel like, yeah, Templar Archives is something you can also use against this, but this is gonna be a little bit more difficult in my opinion. A Reaver should do the trick. A third base very greedily taken here by LunaSea. He doesn't really have any production. I mean, look at this. He's producing off 1 gate now. He's going into a DT opening. Okay, not sure if I like that idea because, I mean, the Terran in SC2, they just have scans naturally, right? They want to have the mules, so they end up with scans. And I'm not sure if that's a good approach, to be honest, in this matchup. I feel like there's different matchups in PvZ, for example, where this is very powerful to go for early DTs, but this might not be one of those matchups. Now, it's gonna be actually not terrible in this specific case. We do see a defensive turret being here for the detection, so BratOK knows what's up. He throws even down a scan, so he knows Temple Archives is there, and he already has the missile turret detection. So this DT is it's gonna get a good scout, but that's an expensive scout, and there's still no AoE. So if BratOK now just saves up a few scans, he can just go across the map and potentially kill LunaSea, because what does he have? Like 3 Dragoons? Finally, we do see more and more gateways on the way. Oh, this could be a nice play. This is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Maelstrom being used against Terran, but it makes a lot of sense. That's a really cool idea. So he could Maelstrom this whole group of bio and just destroy it with the Zealots. But the issue is he lost the first DT, so he's single producing DTs right now, and he will not be in time. This might be a pushover in just a moment. And yeah, look at that army. It's so flimsy here. There's no Storm. Maelstrom is not ready yet. No Dark Archon ready yet. Stim is is ready here. Concussive Shard's about to finish up here as well. He's just gonna tech all of this. He's just gonna move in, run over, and yeah, plow through the Protoss here. Man, Could even stim one more time. He's gonna do so. We do have one more DT here in the mix. He needs to scan that one. Needs to kill that one off. The game should end here, but technically LunaSea could survive. Oh, kill the DT. Oh no! He throws down another scan. He didn't even stim one more time. There's more and more units coming in, but I mean 21 probes did just die here. Yeah, that stim was definitely overkill. And he does have the follow-up with the medevacs now. That wasn't close. Hello Zerazet, good to see you. Hope you're enjoying today's Evo cast here. And now we do see High Templars on the way, but I don't think there is Storm ready yet. It's only Maelstrom, so he needs 2 DTs actually to form the Dark Archon. I really want to see Mind Control, to be honest. I haven't seen Mind Control yet. It's not really powerful here because you don't get the extra supply, but Mind Control usually is just one of the coolest abilities inside all of StarCraft. Now there we go, Dark Archon is gonna form, but it's not ready, it's not gonna have the energy. 75 energy, I think you need 100 to perform the Maelstrom, so it's... Oh, it's 75 actually. Oh, cool. So he gets this army and he completely can clear most of these units. He has an Archon even in the mix, so that's why he got the Templars. And he will defend the second push. So that was actually a very good defense in my opinion here. Dark Archon sitting at 15 energy, so he needs a little bit before he can do this again. We need more and more pylons here. The gateway explosion did happen before, so he has enough production. He just needs the income, and he's back to 48 probes, so he's kind of starting to even out this game. But there we go, Liberate is coming in. Can set up a very nasty position for himself here above these. Oh, this is dirty. That's such a dirty position, and he's gonna move in with the drop in the main potentially here. So he's denying the whole natural mining. He's coming in the main to drop on top of the probes. He's gonna clear this very swiftly. He's gonna even stim, no pull on the probes here, so 16 go down like nothing. He can evacuate even again, and he does have a force pushing down here into the third base location. He finally scouts this base, and he's gonna immediately jump on this one. He's gonna go on top of the probes. Gonna kill more and more probes here. I don't know what happened there, but the Marine did survive. And yeah, this is an issue. He does not yet have the Maelstrom. Oh no, the Archon is gonna die. The Dark Archon, he just died, so no spells left. And I think that's all she wrote. He does get rid of these Liberators with the Dragoons, but they got stuck. Oh, is this brutal? So he snipes the medevac. That's nice. It was quite full still, but I mean, it's in shambles. Like, he's in shambles again, and Dragoons are again derping. He has a big army though, 38 supply, but I mean, so has BratOK at home. He still has a very powerful army here. He's moving out to take his third base right now. BratOK really knows how to dismantle this race, it seems like. Throwing down a Widow Mine drop. No, that's actually one Marauder. Now we do see the big engage here from LunaSea across the map. The Archon is gonna fall to an EMP and a Widow Mine shot. Another Widow Mine is gonna connect beautifully on those Dragoons and it's completely gonna demolish those shields here. BratOK just takes the series in a storm of aggression. Very well done here.